Hello dear friends, and welcome to the fourth part of the Laravel web scraping tutorial series. Okay, so in the first three parts we learned how to implement a very basic web scraping. We have scraped this website, top 100 it's a top 100 songs, and it was pretty easy. We just took the URL, pasted it in here, we got the HTML output, we got the DOM, we parsed it, we extracted the song title, we extracted the song author, we did it. Now in this tutorial we're gonna look at a bit more challenging website, go a bit deeper into the scraping process, see how we might solve some problems, and yeah. So if you haven't watched the first three tutorials, I suggest you go back and watch them, but you don't have to. So let's begin. Now, as an introduction, I'd like to once again show what we did last time. So if we look at the code here, can see that I'm actually var dumping the HTML. I'm actually var dumping the HTML of this website. First of all, I'm passing the website we're scraping via the get parameter to the URL right here. I'm receiving it over here. I'm initializing the Gazelle client here. I'm passing the URL to the Gazelle get request here, and then I'm just getting the response status code. By the way, he's really wanting me to put a try catch here. I'll do it a bit later. Yeah, so I'm getting the response status code, and I'm getting the response body, the HTML. So if I var dump the HTML of this site, let's refresh again, this is basically what I get, right? This is the HTML. Then I parse the HTML with the Sunra DOM parser package, and I get the DOM tree of this page. Let's see what I get. Yeah, this is the DOM tree. These are all the nodes on the page, and then I get all the divs with a certain class name, which are the song wrappers. I loop them. I get the song title, song artist, and so on and so on. Now, for this tutorial, I'm actually gonna copy this function. I'd like to save this code and use a different function. So I'm gonna call this function, I think I'm gonna call it advanced scrape, and everything else will be the same. I'm just gonna add another route. Is gonna be maybe advanced. Yeah, why not? And of course the function advanced scrape. Perfect. So now let me change it here in the URL, so it's public/advanced, and yeah, basically it's the same thing. Should display the same thing. Where did I get it wrong? Maybe I don't need this one. Of course I removed removed the dump. Yeah. Sorry about that. And I'm gonna see the HTML output. Okay, cool. So now I can work with this function. I actually want to dump the HTML here. I'll explain why. Okay, so now I wanna show you a website that is gonna challenge us a bit more than the top 100 song. We don't need it anymore. Thank you very much. Visit this website, billboard.com. It helped us a lot. But now we're gonna go to a different site I found, and this site is called influence.co. Okay, so basically I think this website gives us a list of Instagram influencers in various categories. So for example, let's see what options we have here. We have an option to search for a car, maybe car insurance. Let's see what influencers we get for car insurance. Searching, oh, it's only one. Now I'd like something with a bit more results. What was it I searched for before? Classic, maybe classics. I don't know what classics is, but yeah. Okay, now we get some more results. So I'd like to scrape this URL. I'd like to get all those results, and for I don't know whatever reason, but I need them. Let's say I need them. So first of all, let me try. I grab this very same URL I already used, and I go ahead and I paste it into my advanced function like I did before, and let me get my results. Okay, I get my results. That's perfect. That is perfect. Looks the same, but I want to show you something. Let me inspect one of those elements. So this wrapper is called influencer card. This is its class. But if I search for influencer card on this page, look, I can't find it. It is not there. This is happening because those results are actually loaded with ajax. Please notice that if I refresh the page, there is a small loading here. Look at where my mouth is. You see this thing? Loading results, which means the results are not loading with the whole page. There is another request after the page is ready. So what I'm getting here is the whole page without the results. So how do I solve it? Well, it's not that hard, but I have already tested this website and I have seen a few more challenges, so this will be a good learning experience for us. I'm gonna explain. First of all, my inspector will once again be very handy here. I'm gonna open the inspector and I'm gonna head to the network tab. Now the network tab can show me useful information about requests being sent on this page. And I am specifically interested in the XHR tab here, which is fine by me. And now it shows nothing because I need to refresh the page once again. Let me refresh the page and voila, I can see all kind of requests being sent here. And I already see an interesting one. It's called get results. Well, let's see what it means. Get results. Well, first of all, I can see something interesting. This is actually the response that this request receives. It's a jQuery code which gets the search results div, and it is actually replacing that div with this HTML code. Now, remember the name of this card? Yes, of this card. It's influencer card. Now let's see if we can find it in this response. Network. Let's just search here. And yes, it appears here. So those are the results that are being loaded. Well, that's nice. We need to grab them. How do we do it? We need to see what is the actual URL this request is going to. So let's see. Alright, the headers show us the request URL. It's https influence influencer searches / get results, and then we're passing a bunch of search parameters. So if we compare this one with this one, we actually see those are different URLs. This one is just influencer searches and then the params are coming, while this one is influencer searches / get results. So this is the route. Sorry, the get results. Well, this means I need this very URL in order to initiate the correct request. Nice. By the way, this URL is already encoded, as you can see, all those percentage marks and stuff, and this is good for us because at least with my current functionality, if I would have posted an not encoded URL here, it could have messed things up because it would have somehow merged with my own URL. By the way, if we'd like to see how it looks not encoded, we could just go to URL encode, decode. Let me paste it here and let's decode it. You see, this is the actual URL. This is the search parameters they're using for their website, but it was already encoded for us, so why not? Okay, so basically if we paste it here, it should work, and we're pasting it here. Everything is very nice. We're waiting a bit, my computer is slow. Whoops, there was an error. Oh my god, what does this mean? Well, it's a 406 not acceptable error, and what this means is that we're not sending the correct headers. There is actually a header